Welcome to the Science of Happiness. I'm Dr.Pris, Assistant Professor of Psychology and Counseling at Hardin-Simmons University, Texas. I first heard of the science of happiness when I was a grad student at Ohio University, where I was first studying things like childhood trauma and cyberbullying and its negative impact on mental health. I welcomed the opportunity to shift my focus and do my doctoral research on positive psychological constructs such as hope and resilience and optimism and its prediction of flourishing states of mental health. On that note, I'd like to add that I don't consider myself the world's happiest person or an exemplar of the perfect happiness. I can be grumpy, again, which is one of the reasons I feel it's such a privilege to do this course with you. I learn each day new things from thinking about how this science can be taught and trying different things that I'm suggesting to you all to be able to bring it into everyday life. I was born and raised in India, where I spent 21 years of my life pursuing psychology in undergrad and in grad school. I came over to the US for a doctoral degree in counselor education. It's since then that I've been studying things like happiness, gratitude, hope, optimism, the feeling of awe, and being, understanding creativity and forgiveness, compassion, kindness. And 2 years ago, I began teaching here at Hardin-Simmons, and this is my first time teaching this course on happiness, and it's really a privilege to be able to bring this at this time of the year and to be able to teach this to such great audience. For me, learning about things like gratitude and compassion and learning how to be happy really has been crucial for me, not just in my personal life, in the way that I relate to my husband or to my family or to my friends, but also to my students and colleagues at work and people in my community. So I hope that you find this material of the same relevance as I do. So all this information that I'm sharing with you is partly to highlight two key lessons from happiness and the science that I want to mention up front here. Number one is that when I talk about happiness in this course, I'm not talking about always feeling joy or being in that elated state of pleasure. From my view, happiness is much more nuanced and complex than that. So please don't feel like you have to check out your skepticism or your negative feeling at the door as you begin this course. So the second big lesson is that happiness really takes work. And I really hope that you work as hard at happiness as you would in your exercise regime or cooking a good meal or preparing for your chemistry or physics exam. You know how it goes, right? Some of us are born with right genetic makeup, and happiness comes easy and natural. But for most of us, we really need tools and practices to pursue happiness. And I really hope that you will find lessons for you in this pursuit of happiness through this course. So while we are going to delve deeper into the scientific research on happiness and consider what happiness is, why does it really matter, and how can we cultivate happiness, we are going to emphasize on the practical side of things. So how we can apply the insights that we gain from the science to our everyday life. And in doing this, we're going to explore different activities, specific practices, each module. So those things that are tested and researched and those that are linked to greater happiness and well-being. So we're going to experience that together. So this class, we're going to take the science of happiness. One of the most interesting things that I feel is that the interdisciplinary aspect of this course, which is the disciplines like psychology, neuroscience, and evolutionary biology, all of those where researchers have extensively researched in laboratories from all around the world. We're just going to take in all the concepts and see how we can apply that to our personal and professional life. So in the next few videos, I'll explain in more detail the outline of the course and different topics that we'll cover in each module and different elements of the course, the video, the blogging, the reading, the Canvas chat, and other happiness practices, exercises that you'll be doing. I'll give you an outline of all of those, but you can also see those in the course syllabus that's provided to you. So let's just get started with the science of happiness.